In today's video, I got one prompt for you, and you can sit back and watch it build out your entire affiliate funnel. And that's what you need if you want to make money online. Today, yesterday, this month, the last 30 days, I've used this same process of staying congruent or focusing on staying congruent when I am delivering my message. This idea came from a video that I just made the other day, why I spent $9.95 on 365 traffic boosters and why you should too. Check that video out. But the point is, inside of affiliating the profitable online business, inside the top strategy, traffic to an offer, add people to an email list, when you build a super simple lead magnet, as I show you in this video, you need a few key pieces of ingredients to make that, or to keep that congruent with the message that you're delivering your content and on topic. And this question actually came from the comments, or this idea to create this one prompt for you and show you in this video came from this comment. And thank you, by the way, Happy Cowgirl 32. Important question, please. Can you give me an eye-catching one-page title and lead magnet that I can use to build my email list as seen in your affiliating profitable online business diagram? That, of course, is my 9-step roadmap. My reply was, what is your topic? Because without a topic, this doesn't work. So you have to add some of the ingredients to this recipe. So we'll say, what is your topic? And then what is the content? That's step 3, where you have to create the consistent content. You need these details to be sure to stay congruent from content to lead magnet, which kicks off the presentation of your offer. Now, in this video, the video you're watching right now, I put a link in the description to this, the affiliating top strategy, congruence, campaign creator, and checker, powered by Prompt Psyops from 30-Minute Marketing, because broken funnels don't need more traffic, they need congruence. That simply means that if you're congruent with your message, if you stay on point and you guide people from step to step to step, and they understand that you are helping them go from the problem that you have towards a solution, they're going to stay with you. And you don't need more traffic. You just need to convert the traffic that you have. And that comes from being congruent or congruency. So let's be blunt. The affiliate market world is drowning in red ocean BS. Everyone's pushing hacks, hustle, and hype, dancing for attention on TikTok, copying tired ClickFunnels templates and calling it passive income. None of that's true, right? The idea is, just like I do here on YouTube, and I talk about this all the time, using the proven top strategy, what I want to do is I want to give you this framework, and there's a link in the description. It's going to utilize my 9-step roadmap. This prompt is rooted in the 9-step affiliating roadmap and the proven top strategy. Traffic, people who discover you through consistent content. They see your offer, the real solution you guide them towards. People, the audience that become your brand believers. They believe in your brand. They believe in your recommendations. All right. Of course, it follows true with the affiliating proven top strategy, which is the 9-step roadmap. The top strategy, traffic, it's the foundation. You have to pick a topic. You need to understand there's going to be some tools and some technology that you're going to have to master. And then the time to start creating this consistent content. And then make sure that you build out a super simple lead magnet, like in the comments, to get people over to your email list, to ultimately move people from traffic towards offer, and then add those people to an email list. 3 foundational phases or building blocks to build a profitable online business. And you want to remain congruent through all of these steps with your message up here to step number 9, to profit and scale. Hence, link in the description, the affiliating top strategy, congruence, campaign creator, and checker. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to Google Gemini. Any AI of your choice. I'm going to show you in Google Gemini, and I'm also going to show you in ChatGPT. This is the prompt. Use this as content to help me build a top strategy, congruence campaign following this framework. The framework is the affiliating top strategy, congruence, campaign creator, and checker. Link in the description. I'm giving you this framework. All you have to do is read and understand this framework, but really at the end of the day, you're just copying and pasting it into your AI of choice. And then you come down after you understand the phases and you get to the point, Gary style, that you're just going to use step 0 and set the right context, which is this prompt. You have 2 options. Option A is use this page, copy and paste this entire page. So you can just select everything on this page and copy that. That will set the context, but you need to put this prompt in first. Use this as context to help me build out a top strategy congruence campaign following this framework. And then option A is to select everything and copy, and then go back to your AI, your LLM, generative AI of choice, and paste in the prompt, and then paste in the framework, which if you scroll down, looks like this. You can see it is literally everything on the page that I've given you inside of the framework, and a link in the description. Hello, I'm ready to help you build your top strategy congruence campaign. I understand the framework, including the importance of congruence, building brand believers, and the top strategy. Traffic to an offer, put people on your email list so you can follow up with them. I'm set to follow your lead, starting with step 0, set the AI context, which you've just completed by me processing this framework. Now let's move on to prompt 1. Please tell me, what's one how-to question you believe you could answer for someone who's just a few steps behind you? This is just simply asking you, what question do you think you can answer and provide value and help people that have this problem that you've identified with this simple how-to question, and lead them towards the solution as you show them how this works. Once you provide this, I'll proceed with asking for more clarity, defining your strategy foundation, and generating your assets as outlined in the framework. My question in this example: how to create a simple budget to save and make sure we have the money for a family trip each year. Excellent choice. That's a clear, result-orientated how-to question. You're just going to create content, and this top strategy congruence campaign and checker framework is going to give you that content, as well as the squeeze page, as well as the follow-up emails, all right here inside of AI. Link in the description. All right, it takes you over and you pick up this complete framework powered by Prompt PsyOps from 30-Minute Marketing. We go back to our conversation. Now let's get a bit more clarity to define your strategy foundation. Yes, you're going to have to answer a few questions. The AI can't and won't, and it's not supposed to. It's not designed to do everything for you. You need to understand, who are you helping? This is your niche, a group of people inside of a market. And it's going to identify the market, the niche, and it's going to clarify your topic by you answering these questions. Be specific. Are these young families, single parents, families of multiple kids, etc.? What's a key demographic or characteristic about them? Remember, our topic, the problem we're trying to solve, our simple how-to question: how to create a simple budget to save and make sure we have the money for a family trip each year. So who are you helping? You need to pick one of those. What problem are you really trying to solve? Beyond just creating a budget, what's that underlying struggle that they have? Why are you the right guide? What's your personal experience or expertise that makes you credible to help them with the specific question? You can see some examples here. I've successfully budgeted for our family trips for 10 years. I help busy parents simplify their finances, etc. What experience do you have? Or if you don't have an experience, just tell the AI that you want to learn starting today and you want to share that experience. You want to follow the LDT model. I want to learn how to create a budget myself. This is who I am, my demographics. I am the people that I want to try to help, so I'm going to show them the success and the failures in my content. All right, so just be straightforward and honest. Once I have this foundation, I can proceed with defining your market, your niche, and topic, and then generate your initial assets. So I'll come down here and I answer these questions. Remember, question 1, who you're helping. What problem is question 2, are they really trying to solve? Question 3, why are you the right guide? So I just fill in those answers. I was thinking family with kids, maybe age between 10 and 15. Oh yeah, and they have pets, if that matters. Maybe they want to take those pets with them on a vacation. And I put a question mark. I'm not sure, right? Maybe that's who I am. Maybe that's what I've done. That's the problem I want to solve for people. And that's how I really narrow down into a niche with my topic based on this very specific characteristic of that family, that they have pets that they want to take with them on their vacation. Yes. Or number 2, yes, I think it's probably the closest thing, or at least it sounds good to me, the guilt of not providing experiences for their kids. Remember, the AI gave me a few problems, right? And one of the underlying feelings was, is it feeling overwhelmed by finances, not knowing where to start, previous budget failures, feeling like they can't afford family trips, or something else? What emotional pain are they experiencing? And I just said, yeah, I think this is probably the closest thing, or at least it sounds good to me, the guilt of not providing experiences for their kids. Right? Why are you the right guide? I'm a busy parent who figured this out after some struggle, which I'm happy to share the details if it helps others. I'm looking to help other folks. So then after I give that little bit of input, now the AI has that framework, the link in the description, right? Takes you over to this framework, the affiliating top strategy, congruence, campaign, creator, and checker, which is a mouthful. But this is a lot going on, right? To build out this funnel, to do it all for you. Okay, this is fantastic. We're building a strong foundation here. Based on your input, here's your defined strategy. Market, big space you play in, family, finance, and travel. The niche, the slice of people that you have carved out that you serve. Parents of preteen, early teen kids aged 10 to 15 who also have pets struggling with financial planning for family experiences. Your topic, the one clear problem that you're going to solve, how to create a simple budget to save for annual family trips, including potential pet family travel, and overcome the guilt of not providing memorable experiences for their kids. Now let's generate your initial assets. 5 high converting content angles. Stop the guilt, the set it and forget it family trip savings plan, travel with Fido, why your content or why your current budget is failing your family trips and how to fix it in 20 minutes. From wish list to wheelies, the secret to consistently funding annual family getaways. Oh yeah, by the way, here's your squeeze page headline. End the family trip guilt. Get our simple budget blueprint to fund annual adventures, pet-friendly options included. Oh yeah, here is a title for your lead magnet. Here's a description for the lead magnet that you should create to stay congruent with that content and stay on topic. Maintain congruency through your entire affiliate funnel. What happens next? Next, I will write you a complete 4-part email follow-up sequence or campaign and sequence, interchangeable words, right? Just the list of emails that we're going to use to follow up and directly follow up to a bonus or a bridge page idea. Are you ready for the email campaign? And of course, I said yes, because I am ready. If you're not, then say no. But continue this conversation. Great. Let's get your email campaign drafted. The Congruence Checker welcome email, 1 of 4. This email reaffirms their pain, delivers the promised shortcut. That's your lead magnet, right? The actual thing is going to help them get the ball rolling towards creating this family budget. And you're going to lead them to your affiliate offer through a bonus or a bridge page. And it gives you the subject, and it also gives you some body copy to draft and craft your own original email, right? But it gets you started. Then you have the follow-up email campaigns 2 through 4, why you're still stuck, the sneaky reason you are still feeling guilty about family trips. It's not what you think. Then email 3, then email 4. All right. So we go down. It also tells you what you can use for your bonus or bridge page idea. Remember, we're going back to the proven top strategy. This all originated from the original comment about getting traffic after you pick a topic, understanding the time required, and seeing now that this technology, right, and the tools that you can use with AI to include the prompt psyops framework that I'm giving you, link in the description, to create this consistent content, build a super simple lead magnet, get folks on that email list. Once you have them on an email list, they come back to the bonus that you've crafted for your offer. Then, of course, more offers, because they're going to need more things to go on their trip. And, think of congruent offers, right? There's that word congruent again. Think of congruent offers that go with your initial offer, but you're fulfilling the offer foundation, right? Stacking that on top of your traffic, and you're going to add those people to an email list. Those 4 emails are going to go into this automated passive income. This step number 8 is where you build out the actual campaign. If you're using an email autoresponder like System.io, that's the one I use. You build out the campaign and you profit and scale, because all that's going to be automated, right? After you pick a topic and run, right, the affiliating top strategy, congruence, campaign, and checker. Now, it's important to understand that this is going to check your congruence as well. So we go back, right? And you can see next up the congruence checker audit, because we're not done. We did all this work, or actually the AI did all this work for us, and it created this campaign, and all we had to do was come up with one question and then answer 3 other questions. And really the AI sort of gave us a starting point. So we can just sort of follow along, right? And say, yeah, that sounds good, like what I did, right? Then it comes back and it's building out the foundation, right? We have 5 high converting content angles. which are suggestions for the content that you want to create. Say you're creating YouTube videos or you're posting on Instagram or maybe Pinterest or Facebook, whatever, or you're writing a blog, then you have a squeeze page headline, you have a lead magnet title, and also a description for what your lead magnet will be. And then it wrote the emails for you, drafted the email campaigns, your welcome email, and then 3 other follow-up emails, because the money is in the follow-up in your list. You have to continuously follow up with people because you're talking to busy people here, right? That have a family, they have a job, they're planning a vacation or trying to. You're going to have to follow up with them. So, you probably need to write more emails, but start simple, right? With these 3. Bonus or bridge page, right? To effectively increase your chances of converting people. And then you're going to convert, or you're going to run the congruence checker audit. Now that we have all the pieces, are you ready for me to put on my skeptical but curious customer potential hat and audit this entire funnel for congruency gaps and friction points? Yes, I'm ready. All right. And now the AI is going to double check what it wrote. Of course, if you change anything because you think it is better, then just run it back through this congruency checker audit, right? This tool, this framework comes with the congruence checker audit. Again, link in the description. It is the campaign creator and checker. It's 2 tools in one framework. All right. So understand that real quick. So that's going to come back. It's going to go through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, where it wrote the emails. And then phase 5 is the follow-up campaign that was automatically created for you. So you have all those emails right there. Also the bonus bridge page idea, and it gives you an overall audit and summary as well as some suggestions. Then it's going to give you a bonus prompt here for refinement. Of course, this is going to depend on, whichever AI you're going to use. And we're going to look at ChatGPT as well. And you can see here, Gemini, in this case, is saying, we ran the audit. Now, are you ready for the next step, or do you want any of these minor refinements implemented? I said, next step. I actually put a question mark there because I was like thinking to myself, what's the next step? This is interesting. Excellent. This is a robust and congruent campaign. The next step, as outlined in the T.O.P strategy congruence campaign framework, would be to start building these assets and getting them into the real world. So now the AI is actually going to help you start building out these assets because, it's great to have the AI do all this for you, but now you have to go back and understand traffic. We picked our topic. Now the tool's taking time, right? The technology, I'm going to make YouTube videos, the tools I need to make YouTube videos, the technology I'm going to post on Instagram and or Facebook. How does that technology work? Little things like, did you know that if you have a Facebook account, it can also be synced with your Instagram account, so you can cross post from Facebook to Instagram, right? That's technology and the time it takes to understand all this. A super simple lead magnet, how are you going to build that? Are you going to use, a traditional funnel builder like System.io, which is what I use, but I also use a super simple squeeze page builder, to create super simple lead magnets called Lead Creator AI, and it helps me add people to my email list or build out my email list even quicker with its ability to do the little things like automate the integration and pop-up forms to take people from my traffic to an offer and then add those people to an email list. Again, that's all down here. And that's what the AI is telling us here, right? This is the next step as defined, right? You have to actually start building out the assets. Create your lead magnet, design your squeeze page, set up your email autoresponder, develop your bridge and bonus page, identify and integrate your offer, start creating consistent content, monitor and refine. Do you want me to help you brainstorm? The AI is asking you to continue to brainstorm. So check this out. In this example, let's keep this rolling because remember, we did a copy and paste here, but you may run into a limitation in your account, or if you have the free account with some other LLM, typically what you can do is you can upload, and there's a little icon here called a PDF, this PDF icon. You can click this, and it will download this lead magnet that I've created. This is what this is, a lead magnet, the affiliating T.O.P strategy, congruence campaign, creator and checker. You can click this little PDF button right here. It will download this as a PDF, just like what you see right here. This is everything that you need. And then option A and option B for step 0. Option A was to copy and paste and use this prompt. Option B is to download the PDF, right? Clicking that icon right there. You'll see that right up there in the right-hand corner. When you click the link in the description and go grab this this affiliating top strategy congruence checker and the affiliating top strategy congruence campaign creator and checker. Like I said, a mouthful, but there's a lot going on in this framework, right? From Prompt PsyOps, powered by Prompt PsyOps. So what you'll do is you'll take that and you'll use option B, and then you'll use this prompt, and we're going to do that over inside of ChatGPT. Here you can see I've uploaded the PDF to ChatGPT, the top congruence campaign creator and checker, powered by Prompt PsyOps, a simple prompt, one simple prompt. This PDF is my strategy framework. You use it to help me build a congruent affiliate funnel using the top strategy. Great, I've reviewed the full top strategy framework you've uploaded. Here's how you can now build your congruent affiliate funnel. Step 1, let's define your how-to question. It's very similar, just a little different, and all you need to do is come up with a new how-to question. Let's say, for example, we're going to say how to create a simple budget to save and make sure we have the money for a family trip. No, how about we make sure we have the money to buy a new car and send our kids to private school. How about that? Right? Now that's changed it up a little bit, right? I've added a little nuance. I've added a little clarity into that, my first question. Now we know that folks, they need a new car, a brand new car. Maybe they need a new car because they become a soccer family and need to load up all the soccer gear. Plus they have pets, right? Maybe. And also they've decided they want to send their kids to private school. So maybe they have a little extra money, but they know they need to make sure that they budget very tightly to make sure that they keep, once they enroll their kids into private school, that they're able to keep paying that tuition. So you can see now this is going to be a little different. And of course we're using ChatGPT. So we'll just walk through this example, or we'll just start this example, and you can see here, perfect. That's a strong foundational how-to question. Let's break it down in the core components of your top strategy so we can understand and start building the funnel. Clarify your strategy foundation. Your market, again, it's the big space you play in. It's personal finance, family budgeting. It didn't change. The niche, the slice that you serve, parents, probably middle class, a defined demographic, right? That's a fancy marketing term for who are these folks? How much money do they have to spend, right? What kind of world do they live in? Trying to balance everyday finances with long-term family goals like a new car plus private school. Topic, the clear problem you solve. How to create a simple, stress-free budget that guarantees you're saving for a new car and private school even on a tight income. Funnel core statement. How to build a monthly family budget without spreadsheets or financial stress for busy parents who want to save for a new car. 5 high-converting content angles. Why most budgets fail busy parents and what to do instead. You don't need spreadsheets. The 10-minute budget method for family goals. How we're saving for a car and private school without cutting coffee, meaning that probably they get a coffee every morning on the way to work. What no one tells you about budgeting with kids and how to fix it, the family budget. And then again, right, this framework, this looks a little different because we're in a different LLM. We're in a different model, right? ChatGPT is a little different than Google Gemini, a little different than Claude, a little different than DeepSeek, et cetera, right? Grok over on X or Twitter. And then it's going to write the email sequence for us. You see the emails, the bonus or bridge page idea, the final step. Are you ready for the congruence checker audit? Once we fill in your actual affiliate offer, we can run a full funnel audit for clarity, flow, belief bridging, and resonance. Here are your next steps. The AI is going to do all this for you. And now you understand completely how this works. Using my proven top strategy, following a 9-step roadmap, from traffic to an offer, add people to an email list, congruency, making sure you're staying on topic all the way to step number 9 to profit and scale and make money online, just like I do right here. That's the point, right? Today, yesterday, this month, the last 30 days, it starts with a proven strategy, my proven top strategy. Link in the description for the affiliating top strategy congruence campaign creator and checker that solves the original problem that I got in that comment. And thank you again for that comment. And of course, if you're a subscriber or just watching and you have a very specific topic, let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking about creating or putting a series of videos together where subscribers share their topic with me, and then I run this for them or with them, even on a live stream. And we do this and get this rolling so you can see more real examples. Because the more you see this, and then the more you do it yourself, even if you just do examples, just do these practice runs, like in a sport, right? You have to go out and you just have to do layups and shoot free throws, right? Or go out and hit golf balls. You have to practice, or you have to practice on purpose. You have to practice with intention. You have to focus. And now the only thing you need to focus on, link in the description, pick up the Affiliating Top Strategy Congruence, Campaign Creator and Checker, powered by Prompt PsyOps, the philosophy of how I use AI as a marketer to create content, and of course, following the proven top strategy, my proven top strategy, traffic to an offer, put people on an email list to build your own profitable email business. All right, talk to you in the next one. Bye.